Hello, come on in, you guys. It's time for us to check in before we go to bed tonight. Time to check in before we go to bed tonight. How was your day? How did you do today? Were you able to stay on track and to stay on point? Today, I started to do a 36-hour fast, but I changed my mind and I ended up just doing 2 meals today and concentrating again on my protein. And I would say I did pretty good on that. Also, I didn't get to do a meal prep. I did meal prep ground beef, and I have that for tomorrow. The ground beef, I used it and I made tacos tonight for myself to eat. I had to finish off some things that I had in the refrigerator because I'd already done a meal prep. So that was why I didn't do the alternate day fasting today. Like I said, I don't like to waste food, so I went ahead and finished that first. Hello, M. Ray. Welcome in. Welcome in. Getting on here before I go to bed. I hit my goal today for my steps. So far, I have 6,897 steps before I go to bed tonight. And I have not tracked my protein yet. I've got to put it into my card manager. I haven't done that today. Not that I haven't had time. I've just been, after I finished, then I sat down, kind of watched TV. We got in late again tonight. So how did you all do? How did you do on your journey today? Were you able to stay on point? Were you able to stay focused? Let's see. So I don't have anything special that I want to talk about tonight. I'm just simply doing a check-in to see how everyone's day went, or let you know how my day went. See if there you. I broke my alternate day fasting today as well. Okay. Yes, I ended up, as I was out, I decided to go ahead and break it because I had some things at home that I had to take care of. I felt almost like a garbage disposal almost. But I said, okay, so I had to finish eating the meal prep that I had because I didn't want to leave it in there for an extra, it would have been an extra 2 days. So I had the rest of the last serving of spaghetti, and then I had my salad today. And in my salad, I went and I got my regular chicken stick and put in there. So it's nothing really exciting to share as far as what I had. I had a salad. My salad came from Salad to Go, and it was the roasted autumn salad. And in the roasted autumn salad, I went and bought some chicken from another store that I shredded up in there and shook it up, and that was my main meal for today. So I try to keep my meals simple, and so like I said, it's not like where it is so exciting when I'm sharing it with you. This is Brazil. So Brazil's in the house. Hello. Also, Crazy Axel. Hello, welcome in. How do you say that? Ulysses. But everyone, welcome in. I am so glad that you're able to join me this evening. I'm sitting here talking about how my day went as far as on the ketogenic diet and everything. Let's see. If this is your first time here to my channel, my name is Linda. They call me Keto Granny. I'm known as Keto Granny because altogether, I lost a total of 157 pounds. I did gain some of the weight back. And now I'm where I've lost 127 pounds and working my way where I'd like to get down to 175 pounds. But I am going to do it in increments. Presently, I am weighing 236 pounds. And so I am going to just keep working at it and giving myself until the mid of July in order to get close to my goals or to get there. Yes, please give the live a thumbs up. That way YouTube knows that you listen to the video, and also comment below to let me know how your day went, and also what type of a diet or what type of eating or meal plan are you using on your weight loss journey. Some of you here, you may not be on a weight loss journey, but maybe you're just wanting to eat healthier And Crazy Axel said, "My day was good. Good for you. Good for you. I'm glad that you had a good day. You know, having a good day, that has a lot to do with our mental. So I am so glad that you had a good day. Um, let's see who else is here. Let me get. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't have anything special I wanted to talk about. I was looking at some things. I picked up a little grocery pamphlet where I was out at the store today, and they had some things on here. You know, every now and then you run into a good sale, and this was a sale that I ran into like at one of the stores that I go to and do a lot of the door dashing, and they had this little pamphlet out where they had a sale where you could get 10 for 10, and they had some pretty good choices on here today. I haven't seen a sale this good as far as where you can go get 10 items for $10. So I marked a few items on here that I may go and pick up tomorrow because you know, y'all, groceries are getting so high. Everything is so high right now. It's really ridiculous. I went to the store today and I was gonna buy some eggs, but I tell you, they were so high. I did not feel like paying 14 or $15 for like 3 dozen of eggs. 3 dozen of eggs. It's just unbelievable the price of some of the groceries that are in the store, and the price of meat is really getting outrageous. I went and I usually try to go to the stores that I know have sales. I try to at least keep my keto on a budget, or the food that I'm eating on a budget. I went to Homeland. Homeland, there are several stores that I found here. Homeland is one of the stores, and I believe one of the stores is called, I want to say Casey's, I'm not for sure. But anyway, they sell 5 packages of meat for $25. And they really give you a good assortment of what you can buy. So normally I try to basically, you know, get at least 5 packages for $25, and then I'll add in a few other packages of meat. And then I will work with those as far as my protein. You all, I like to eat my protein, and I do that basically by eating meats. I do that basically by eating a lot of meats. Um, so on those days, some days it looks, you know, my diet looks like the carnivore diet. But I love eating the carnivore diet because when you are eating carnivore, to me, that's the least amount of carbs that you can eat is when you're doing the carnivore diet. And plus, you're eliminating foods from your diet. I'll say that you're eliminating foods from your diet, and that helps with inflammation. It helps with bloating and different things. And when you start adding foods back in, you can better tell the reactions, you know, that your body has from those foods. So carnivore, keto, ketovore, that's basically the way that I eat all the time. Um, Big Man VR, you look pretty. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Big Man. Welcome into the live, everyone. Um, let's see. Me and my accountability partner, we started off fasting today, but I think both of us ended up breaking our fast. Um, I have to be prepared for my 36-hour fast. That 36-hour fast, I have to be prepared for it. It's real easy for me to do like intermittent fasting. I can intermittent fast, you know, that's just normal for me. Eating 16, I mean, not eating for 16 to 18 hours, that's kind of what I do anyway. And then so today I did that, and I decided that I wanted to go ahead and wait until Thursday to go ahead and do my alternate day fasting. So as of now, I've already started my fasting around 7 o'clock this evening. And I guess I'll go ahead and set my clock for 36 hours. So when it goes off, I'll know that I can eat. But what I do also is I use the Zero app. So I'm going to go ahead and sign into the Zero app, and then I will be able to eat. Let's see, I'm fasting now, so not tomorrow morning, not tomorrow evening, but Friday morning around 7 o'clock is when I will break my fast. And you all, I like doing the 36 hour fast, but I really do have to prepare myself for them. When I was doing my fasting and I was doing like alternate day fasting, and then I would do intermittent fasting. One of those, I got really, really tired in there. Sometimes, you get really, really tired, especially when I am still trying to complete all of my chores, or still try to get all of my physical activities in that I usually do every day. That's hard for me to do when I'm doing the alternate day fast. When I first started doing the alternate day fast, I have lots of energy. I have an excessive energy where it's hard for me to sleep. um, that's after doing the alternate day fast, usually for that first 36 hours, and then um, going to the intermittent fasting and back. And I find that that gives me a lot of energy and keeps me up at night. There was a name for it. Let's see, someone fasting energy, something like that. But I have lots of energy, and then it keeps me up at night. And then when I poop out, I'm really, really tired. So fasting does make you tired. I guess it just depends on what you're doing for your activities and everything. But yes, it does. It made me a little tired. Does anybody else on here practice fasting? Anyone else on here practice fasting besides myself? Fasting can improve your brain function. Let's see, it says studies suggest that fasting increases the production of brain derived neurotrophic factor. I had to look at that. BDND, and that's a protein that supports our brain health. So fasting supports that, and that really helps us with our mental. Our mental is just as important as our physical health. So remember that you got to take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's why it's good to add in some meditation. It's good to add in some quiet time, time for you to just sit, and turn the lights down low. If you want to put on a little music, burn a candle or some incense. Yeah, I let me see. I had bought some incense from the store since I've been here, but I just thought about it. I haven't even used it. But create an atmosphere that's very, very relaxing for you, and meditate. Sit there, read your Bible. I read my Bible in the morning to start my day, and I read it at the end of the day to end my day. Also, before I go to bed. Let's see. Is there how I don't let's see. Okay, I still have some people in the line. Like I said, if this is your first time here, I want to welcome you into my channel. I want to thank you for your support. And I just come on here to give support as far as anyone to see how their day was today, as far as being able to stick to their weight loss plan or their eating plan, their meal plan, or if you fell off, to look at, what happened kind of, and we can encourage one another. Hi, Terry. Hi, Terry Lee. Thanks for joining me. Hi there. So glad that you're here. Um, just checking in, talking about how my day went today, but I'd also like to know about how you all's day went today. Is there anyone else here? Is anyone doing the keto plan? I know a lot of people find that so hard to do, and a lot of people think when you start talking about the ketogenic diet, they think that it's really um, a diet that involves a lot of special foods. It does not. It's basically just the type of energy that your body is using. Normally, our body is using glucose, um, you know, sugar, burn sugar, but you wanted to switch over where it starts to burn fat. And I use those terms because that is easier for people to understand. You want your body to switch over where it's burning fat, where it's basically eating and burning the fat that you have on your body, like gobbling up this here and gobbling up that, all of that. We want all of that gobbled up. And doing the ketogenic diet will get you there. That's what it will do for you. Long as you are following the keto diet and you are doing what you're supposed, and it's not hard to do, you all. It just involves eating vegetables and protein to me, and then adding a little bit of oils. You just have to know what type of oils to add. I was listening to, what is it, J.F. Kennedy, but I was listening to what he was saying about the seed oils, and I agree with that. The seed oils are really causing a lot of inflammation, you all, in our bodies. And I was kind of surprised when he first started talking about that he was against the seed oils, because I really hadn't had heard anyone say that before. But I how do I want to say, I was surprised because I've never heard anyone mention anything like that, especially if they're running for some type of office or anything. But seed oils really do cause a lot of inflammation in our bodies, and I feel like that's a good point, um, to want to. I guess I don't know if he's wanting to take the seed oils away or whatever, but seed oils do cause a lot of inflammation in our bodies, and I'm talking like canola oil, the vegetable oils, corn oil. And these were the type of oils that I used to love to cook with, especially the canola oil. It really made the chicken come out so crispy and good. And then the uh, grape seed oils and different things like that. So all of these oils cause a lot of inflammation in our body. Yes, Terry Lee, avocado oil is very, very good. I will be back on keto, Terry Lee says. Yes, it does too. Eats the fat. It does. That's what you want it to do. You want your body to eat your fat. And at the same time, you want to make sure that you're not losing too much muscle. You want to, and I say too much muscle because I know I lose muscle by the way that because you have to make sure you're eating enough protein. You have to make sure that you're eating enough protein. And I believe they say you should eat anywhere from 1 gram to 1.2 grams per pound that you want to weigh if you are overweight. Now, I look at that like that because I can't eat as much protein as I weigh. Okay, I can't eat 236 grams of protein. So I say, okay, I want to weigh somewhere around 140, 175. So I guess I'm supposed to um, try to aim for that, but I can't eat that much protein either. So I feel like a good range for me to aim for is from 100 up to 120 or 130 grams of protein daily is what I aim for. And I really, have to work at doing that. Terry says, I lost 40 pounds on keto but need to lose more. Oh, well, congratulations, Terry. Congratulations to you. Yes. How long did it take you to lose your 40 pounds? And were you able to eat some good meals? That's what I like about the ketogenic, because to me, I'm able to eat good meals, because when I first started, no, I did not like vegetables. I did not, there were a lot of things that I did not like when I started the ketogenic diet. But once I started keto, I went and I printed out a list and I picked off foods on that list. I just went through there and circled things that I ate on a daily basis. I circled foods that I wanted to eat and that I wanted to try. And then I just started, looking for different recipes if I wanted to make those. But then a lot of the foods that you pick are simple foods that you can just make a protein and maybe 1 or 2 side servings of vegetables, and using good fats while you're cooking, like using butter, ghee, coconut oil, avocado oil. You can even use lard if you cook with that. But making sure that you're using good products, and you can also do it on a budget. You don't have to eat steaks and different things like that. Hey, when I first started keto, there were a lot of times I was eating weenies and burgers, and it worked. It works with that, weenies and burgers. Eat what you can afford, and most times you can um, do keto with what you're already eating. And I say that by talking about the meats. And if you're already a vegetable eater, well, then you're doing good right there, because all you're going to have to eliminate, you want to eliminate the starches. Now, if you're eating carbs and you're eating the carbs, good carbs, like with your vegetables, those carbs don't, they count. But how do I want to say it? If you're doing keto, you're allowed to have like anywhere from 5 to 7 cups of vegetables a day. At least that's what I ate when I first started. Dr. Eric Berg said eat 5 to 7 cups of vegetables a day. So that's what I did. And then I had my protein, was the next thing that I ate. And then I ate my carbs. I used to try to eat in a certain order. But I tell you that when I first started eating the ketogenic diet, that the weight just started falling off, you all. It just started falling off. And I liked the way that I was able to make my foods. And like I said, they were simple meals to me, because I was able to just, maybe if I wanted a piece of meat, a steak or something like that, I'd make a steak and then I'd add in a vegetable, maybe some green beans. See, I love green beans. I add in some green beans, and then I maybe would have a salad on the side also, and then all of that was very, very filling. I had to take out the things like the breads and the pastas and different things. But I got lax like everybody else, and I started adding back in a lot of the keto foods. And a lot of those things, you can get fat on those things just like you can get fat on regular food. I added in like some of the pasta, with the konjac noodles, pasta zero. But I think those things are fine to eat. But I was, trying. There were other different types of noodles and different stuff that I tried. And like when I first started on my weight loss journey, I really didn't know what direction to go in. I started buying things like sun chips. I thought that those were chips that I could replace, my potato chips. So I had sun chips. Um, Terry Lee, don't you think it's hard to get your protein in? I do, Terry. That's what I struggle with, is getting in enough protein. I'm aiming like anywhere from 100 to 120 grams is what I'm aiming for now, but I want to try to get up to 140 grams of protein, at least in daily, because I want to make sure that I am not losing muscle. And so what I've been doing is some more strength training. I'm concentrating more on strength training instead of on cardio as far as getting in my steps. My goal this week is 6,000 steps at least, and then I'm going to work my way up, back to the 10,000 on some days when I'm able to do that. Because, like I said, when I'm doing that, um, and if I'm fasting, the easiest thing for me to do on a day when I'm fasting is to walk on my uh, walking path. Hi, country girl. Girl, I'm so here. Glad that you're here. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome in, country girl. Um, let's see. Terry Lee says, I think about a year. I think it took about a year to lose 40, but I lost tons of inches. Good, good. That's right. I mean, you can see some really, really good results on keto, you all. You really, really can. Especially if you're doing intermittent fastest. M. Ray says, Ed Terry Lee, hello. Congratulations on your weight loss. Keto, keto, keto way of eating is awesome. Glad you had good success. Are you using intermittent fasting with keto? If not, try it. Yes. If you can do both, your weight loss will increase exponentially. Yes, it was. Ex Whatever. Okay. Hello again at Country Girl. Haven't seen you in a long time. Are you still doing alternate day? I am doing alternate day fasting. Tomorrow actually is an alternate day fasting day for me, a 36-hour fast for me and my accountability coach. She said she's going to do it with me also. Um, hey y'all, hi. Okay, Terry Lee is speaking to everyone in the chat, everyone. Um, alternate day fasting, you all. When I started doing that, I thought I really found the secret to weight loss, because it was like I did 2 days of alternate day fasting, and it ended up being 4 days of 4 days of intermittent fasting. I lost a total of 9 pounds. So it works. You may gain back a little bit of that weight when you start back eating, but I was able to keep off like 4 pounds. So I thought that was a good trade off, for that time and everything. And I could have kept more off if I would have eaten maybe some different foods. So, but then like I said, I didn't want to get too weak. So that was something that I was looking out for also. Country Girl is speaking to everyone in the chat. She says, hello, everyone in chat. So I hope that you all are having some good success. Also, let's see. Now, for tomorrow, like I said, I made my ground beef. So for tomorrow, what I'm planning on having is going to be tacos or either burrito for my meal tomorrow. So everything's going to be basically based on my Mexican dishes tomorrow is what I'll be eating. And then I may go by the store and pick up something like some yogurt or something. But I do have cottage cheese, and I eat the cottage cheese, you all, just by itself. Put a little cinnamon on it sometime, but that helps me with my protein intake because like I said, that's what I'm working on. Trying to eat mainly is my protein, and it's very hard for me to get to my protein goal. So what I did was, you all, I printed out a list because someone was asking me about foods that you could eat and stuff, and just a list that tells you some of the things that you can have on keto and different stuff like that. Um, you want to make sure that you're avoiding sugar. You want to make sure that you're avoiding the sugars and a lot of starchy vegetables. You want to make sure that those are the main things that you are taking out of your diet. Um, Meat, when you're hungry, you can have. I concentrate on meat first. Like I used to concentrate on things like cookies, um, all of the sweet things that I liked first, and then I would add in, or make sure I had my bread on my plate with my butter. Let's see. Then I would have the meats that I like, and then maybe like the beans and different stuff that I used to like to eat. And I used to like the Bush's baked beans, those type of things with lots of sugar in them, lots of carbs. So I had a lot of cravings for the wrong foods. I ate a lot of the wrong foods. So when I first started dieting, I lost weight anyway because I was eating so much that when I started trying to limit what I was eating, even if I overate, I still was eating a whole lot less than what I was eating before. At 368 pounds, you can eat a lot. It takes a lot sometimes to fill us up if we are extremely obese. That's what I want to say. I was extremely obese, and I still consider myself to be extremely obese. Until I get under that 200 mark, I think I'm going to feel like I'm extremely obese because that's my goal. Like I said, my goal presently right now is to get to 211 is what I'm working on right now, from 211 to 199, from 199 to 175. So I do have a plan, and I want to reach that goal by July of this year, or be so close to it that I know I can reach it. Or either look at some different things to make sure that I can reach my goal. But you can eat things like beef, which includes the hamburger and steak. You can have pork, you can have ham, if you eat pork, bacon, you can have lamb, you can have veal. These are just some of the meats that you can eat. There are a lot of other meats that you can have. You want to try to make sure that you limit your processed meats, but you can have hot dogs, you can have pepperoni, you can have sausage. You can have these things, but check the carbohydrate intake, which should only be about 1 gram per serving. Um, Sometimes you can look in some of the meats and stuff you buy, they have quite a bit of a high carb count. I always get this call about this time, y'all. Let's see. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and think I know what I'll do. I'll just decline and I'll call back. I keep thinking I have to take the call. But that's my family calls me every night before they go to bed. We do a group chat and we all talk, tell each other how much we love each other. We check on each other for how our day went, and it's very. I look forward to my call every night. If I don't get it, believe me, I'm calling them to see how they're doing. Um, as far as poultry, you can have chicken, you can have turkey, you can have duck, any type of fowl that you like to eat, you can have on the keto diet. You can have fish, you can have shellfish. And when I say fish, this includes tuna, salmon, catfish, bass, trout. What do you like to eat? Shrimp, scallops, lobster. You can have all of this on the ketogenic diet, but you do want to stay away from farm raised fish, you all. There are a lot of toxins in farm raised fish. So when I go to the store and I'm buying my salmon, I try to avoid farm raised salmon. And I look for the wild Alaskan, or wild caught is what I like to use. But no farm seafood is my motto. Now I have eaten some since I have been in Oklahoma, especially because sometimes I'm wanting salmon so bad. But I stay away from the farm raised salmon because I have eaten it since I've been here though. Um, Eggs, as we all know, eggs are very, very good for keto. Very, very good. Eggs are half protein and half fat. So they are very good to have as a snack. They're very good to add to your dishes. And they are very, very filling. You do not have to avoid the fat that comes in the foods that I just mentioned about. And you don't have to limit the quantities of these foods that you are eating, but you should stop eating when you're full. That's where a lot of us make our mistake. Just because it said that you don't have to limit the quantity of the foods that you're eating, sometimes think that means that we can overeat, just keep eating. No, you still have to stop eating when you're full. Okay. Foods that must be eaten every day are salads and greens. You want to at least eat 2 cups. You want to have at least 2 cups of salads or greens every day. And this can be something like arugula, bok choy, cabbage, all varieties of cabbage. You can have chard, you can have chives, you can have endives, you can have the greens. And when I say greens, I mean all varieties of greens. Collard green, mustard green, turnip greens, beet greens. You can have kale, you have the different lettuces, the romaine lettuce, the green lettuce. All of these are very, very good for you on ketogenic diet, but not just on the keto diet. I believe that those vegetables that I just named are good on any diet. You can add in parsley, spinach, radishes, scallions, watercress. If it's a leaf, you can eat it on keto. Vegetables, 1 cup measured uncooked a day at least if you're doing the ketogenic diet. The easiest thing for me is to buy a huge bag of salad, you all, the type of salad that you like that has the vegetables in there that you like. And I just put it in my bowl or in my container and add any other type of vegetables that I like. I may add some tomatoes, some cucumbers, and then add in a good protein with that. But then that gives you a good salad and a good base as far as your vegetables for the day. You can eat things like artichokes, asparagus. I have asparagus that's prepped in there in the refrigerator that I just go in there and get a couple of pieces of my celery and eat that. Broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, celery, cucumber, eggplant, green beans. I think I've named a lot of different vegetables. You can have all of that. Jicama, leek, mushrooms, okra, onions. Let's see, tomatoes, rhubarb, wax beans, zucchini. All of these things are considered keto, you all. And I know I've named something in there that you like, but you're just eating these type of foods. You can also add in eating bouillon every day. You can, from bouillon, you can get some of your electrolytes in there. So, different things that you can do to be successful on the ketogenic diet, and involves eating foods that you eat every day. Nothing special. Um, so, like I said, I wasn't going to stay on here long, and I ended up staying on here. Let's see how long. Really, I'm so glad that you all were able to join me tonight, y'all. And so, got to talk a little bit about the ketogenic diet. Got to talk a little bit about fasting, some of the foods that you can eat on keto, and then also exactly what keto is. On the ketogenic diet, you want to eat about 70 to 75% worth of fat. And that's basically talking about the olive oil that you're going to add to your salad, or the butter that you're going to cook your meal in, or use somewhere. But you want to use those good fats. And the fat also comes from the meat that you're cooking. A lot of those meats that I named, almost every meat that you cook has some fat in it. So find you an app like Carb Manager or something, and when you eat, put it in, and that way you can get your fat, your protein, and your carbs. These are the main macros that you want to pay attention to when you are on the ketogenic diet. Anyhow, I'm getting ready to go ahead and close you all. Um, I'll be back on here tomorrow night, same time, 7:30 to 8 o'clock, so that we can check in with one another. If you have anything that you want to talk about, make sure that you bring that to the chat tomorrow so that we can encourage one another, let each other know how our day went, let each other know, if anything special happened to us today. I'm trying to think, did anything special happen with me today? Yes, I'm breathing. I'm still breathing. I'm still above ground. So I feel like that's something very, very special. And you all want to say, have a great night. Give God all the glory. Stay blessed. And we will talk tomorrow. Bye bye.